Hi, today I'm going to talk about water. Water, may you ask? Yes, water. Do you know that clean, safe drinking water is scarce? Today, nearly 1 billion people in the developing world don't have access to it. Yet, we take it for granted, we waste it, and we even pay too much to drink it from little plastic bottles. According to water2drive.org, more than 800 million people in the world do not have access to clean water. 80% of all diseases in developing countries are caused by unclean water, and more than 3 million people die each year from waterborne disease. Many of them are children. Water is the foundation of life. It is my obligation to stand up and defend noble causes. It is my purpose to persuade you to not only be a mere spectator, passive and accessory, but an active player, enthusiastically involved in this noble cause. Let's then dig a little bit more about this issue. Today, all around the world, far too many people spend their entire day searching for water. In rural communities and pure urban centers throughout sub-Saharan Africa, hundreds of millions of people suffer from lack of access to clean and safe water. Women and girls especially bear the burden of walking miles at a time to gather water from streams and ponds, full of waterborne disease that is making them and their families sick. In places like sub-Saharan Africa, time lost gathering water and suffering from waterborne disease is limiting people's true potential. Why is it so important to provide access to safe and clean water? Well, there are some reasons. The first one is that it provides less hunger. Access to water leads to food security. With less crop loss, hunger is reduced, and schools can feed their students. It can provide better health. According to UNICEF, safe and clean water provides conditions for more clean hands and healthy bodies. Time lost to deal with sickness is reduced, and people can get back to work with more strength to provide food to their families. It can also provide higher education. When students are freed from gathering water, they return to their classes, to their schools. With proper and safe latrines, girls, especially them, stay in school through their teenage years. It can also break the cycle of poverty. When hunger is reduced, health is improved, and education is provided, we can help break the cycle of poverty of millions that are in need. So, how can we satisfy the needs and get involved? There are many organizations that provide help in this field. However, from my research, I found two major and credible organizations that are worthy of analysis. The first one, the Water Project, and the second one, the Water2Drive. We can find both of these projects in internet websites. For the purpose of this speech, I will only focus on the Water Project program. At the Water Project, they believe that people, not water, can change everything. When you sponsor a water project through them, you will unlock the potential of an entire community. The Water Project brings relief to communities around the world who suffer needlessly from a lack of access to clean water and proper sanitation. Providing access to clean, safe water helps capable and determined people realize the hope they have for their own futures. The Water Project works closely with local in-country teams and partners to develop clean water programs. They carefully select implementing partners who have long-term relationships and commitments to the people they serve. And what they build? Through years of experience funding water projects, they have learned that each community they serve is different. From basic geology to climate to culture, many factors determine the most sustainable means to provide access to clean and safe water. For instance, they fund new wells, well rehabs, rain catchment, spring protection, and sand dams where appropriate. And what's the value of these projects? Technologies vary, and so do the costs. An $11,000 project in one village costs $27,000 in the next due to geology, local climate, and the technology used. Catching rain or repairing a pump might be less expensive and just as valuable as digging a well. How do you know what are they doing? Well, for each project you support, you will receive an in-depth report detailing the technology used, the location of the efforts, the number of people it serves, and photographs of the process and completed water projects. So now, what can we do? We can donate, we can start a fundraiser, or get your school or group involved. For instance, involve your family and friends and help build a water project, or create your own campaign. It's easy to create your own campaign. You can see the instructions on the water project webpage. You can tell a story and inspire folks to help you fund the projects, or celebrate a birthday in a whole new way. Young students, for instance, raise money in their neighborhoods, organizing entire campuses. If you want to be involved, the majority of the projects are funded by donors who have given from $20, $50, or $500 gifts. To know more about how to participate, please visit thewaterproject.org. In conclusion, the water crisis is not another new world problem. The United Nations has long been addressing the global crisis caused by insufficient water supply and growing demands on the world's water resources to meet human needs. It is my expectation that my presentation today has helped you to be more aware and sensitive to this global problem. It is not just one country or zone problem. It is a world problem. It is our problem too. I invite you to be actively engaged in this demand. Please get involved and provide hope for those that only need someone that is willing to help. Thank you.